people. Today we're going to do some rock painting. We're going to be making a wonderful cactus rock garden. We're going to go at a nice pace so everyone can follow at home, and I'm going to show you the availability of what we'll be working with so that you know that you would be able to do this also. So the other day on a walk, I found these marvelous little rocks, which we'll be using to simulate our cactus. And we use acrylic paint, which you can get at the Dollar Tree, probably Walmart. And to accentuate our cactuses, or cacti, we're using magic markers, various colors, to make them look authentic. And you can use a pretty bowl. Here's another container, which I think a lot of us have some of these at home, or flower pots. If you use a flower pot, plastic or terracotta, you really should put a piece of masking tape over the hole so that your gravel doesn't fall out. Now, I've got some nice white gravel here, but you could also use some dried beans, any color. You could use some pretty stones that you find at home. Some people have actually used some rice to secure your rock. It's all up to you. There's no right and wrong with art. It's your own inspiration. So ahead of time, we've made some little samples here just to show what you can do with your magic markers. Also, some of these are a little darker green, so you can use different shades of your green paint and accentuate them once again with the magic markers. So I'm going to complete this rock before we assemble our pot. I used a marker on here already just to make a different shade, and I'm going to complete this with little X's to look like the, for lack of a different word, thistles or whatever comes off a cactus. So now that one is complete. You can make little dots, or this variable one, little X's with the different stripes on the bottom. This is really a lot of fun, and once again, your grandchildren can help you. The whole family can work on one. Maybe you have a giant terracotta pot outside that you want to, everyone can make their own rock. This dries pretty fast because they're watercolors. So I think now, since we have several samples, we're going to start assembling. I'm going to start assembling this pot. This is gravel that you can get at most any store. The garden stores are still open. I prefer this, but you can use whatever you want. So it takes a while to find out how much stones you need. We want enough, but we don't want too much. So now we're going to start assembling our cactus garden. It depends on what you want, how the shape of your cactus. Actually, this looks good either way, I think. What do you think, Rae? This way or this way? So we'll begin by putting our tallest one in here. And we can secure that with some rocks in the bottom, behind it and around it. Well, let's see. Now let's use one of these lighter shades of green, and we're going to tuck this in here. Once again, I'm going to support it with some rocks around it and on the bottom. Let's see. We're going to use this one. Now our crowning glory is going to be when we add some of these marvelous little blossoms. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, or maybe some of you have some artificial flowers at home that you could take a little bud off. But we're going to see our work of art really come alive when we hot glue the blossoms. Now, if you don't have a hot glue gun, you can use Elmer's glue or tacky glue, whatever your preference is. I like the hot glue gun because it's going to make it, it's going to complete the project here and now so you can see what it looks like. Now I think I'm ready to glue my blossoms on. How about you, Rae?
I think so.
Okay, so as you know, you have to be real careful with your hot glue gun. When we do classes at the community center, we prefer to use the hot glue gun rather than let someone else hurt themselves or burn themselves. So I think I'm going to start and put a blossom on top of this. Maybe a little darker big one over here. Now you don't have to put a blossom on every rock. It's what you want, what you prefer, what you think would look very nice. Maybe just one more tiny one, a little different shade. I hope everyone at home tries to do this. It really is a lot of fun. I think we'll put one more on Rae's work of art here. A little different color, a big blossom. Okay, now Rae has made a smiley face, and here again, if you're working with the grandchildren or the kids, that's very, very cute. So here we are.
I think that's adorable.
We're going to secure this with some more stones. Now, I hope everyone tries to make a beautiful cactus garden at home. That's our project for this week, and we're going to be making something else. We're going to be making gift bags now. And we hope that a lot of the products that we're using and the supplies, here again, are things that you have at home so that you can keep busy during this time of social distancing. Well, today we're going to make some gift bags. A lot of people like to make bags as opposed to buying a box and wrapping paper. And so we thought of this project because hopefully people have most of these supplies at home. So this will be our first gift bag, and we've used cardstock and cut out little shapes with the coordinating colors to decorate our bag. So now for our first bag, we're going to pick some assorted shapes that will look really quite beautiful on the white background. I think we'll start with our white bag now. We're going to use a glue stick, and here again, it's your own imagination. I think for the first one, I'm going to use this paper, which I find really pretty, and my glue stick. Now I think to accentuate my bag, I'm going to put a white dot right in the middle of my flower. These are stickers, so you don't need glue. Now here again, if you want to make the project your own, you want to adorn it with some extra dots here and there on your bag, whatever you want, a coordinating color. Here's some nice pink ones. Oh, I think I'll put a pink one in the center of my white dot, my white sticker, just to make it a little prettier. The next thing we're going to think about is a coordinating tissue paper, which really makes your bag complete. I'm just going to fold it like this because I don't have the gift put in there. So now this bag is complete, and we're going to go on to our next project, which is the brown bag. This is a wonderful idea. This was a greeting card that you cut out the pretty design, and we're going to glue this on the bag. After we glue this on, use the coordinating envelope, maybe to put the gift bag, the gift card, or a tiny gift in the envelope. Now I'm going to make a bag here that could be for a child. Pretty little greeting card, says happy birthday. I'm going to cut this down. We want everyone to feel comfortable. Like these projects, they're very doable. You can do them at home. A lot of these supplies you already have. Okay, I think I'd like to make a little bag for a child. This card is very sturdy, so I'm going to be able to hide the writing on the bag just by using you use a glue stick, goes on purple. It dries invisibly, don't worry. Just give it some time to dry. Here we are. I think I like this pretty paper. Now this is all set to receive a gift. I especially liked this card. I thought it was lovely. Okay. I think I'm going to hide the writing on the bag and put this underneath since it coordinates, and I really like this. It's very pretty. Don't you think so, Rae?
Mm-hmm.
Make our bag a little fancier. And here we go. But art, it's your own imagination. And here we go. And we have some very lovely purple tissue paper. So here's our birthday or all occasion bag for anyone. It's just really using your imagination. Now, who wouldn't want to get a nice package like that? So we hope you get the idea how you can make something really pretty out of simple ingredients, simple things that you have around the home. And you get a lot of joy from making something yourself and giving it to other people. So those are our gift bags today. And I hope everybody tries to make some at home.